Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of the Bashcast. I'm Hunter.
I'm Quaid.
And today we have a very, very special guest with us, all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, is Dave Rother.
What's up, players?
Now, Dave, Quaid and I have known Dave for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
I'm talking like a long time.
And this is going to be a very interesting podcast. We got a lot of
Yeah.
good topics and a very, very fun person here to share.
I try to be fun.
share
You know,
these
nothing
with
but
us
fun.
today. Yeah, it's nothing but fun. So,
It's going to be a lot of fun. So the first thing
first thing
on
we'll talk about.
on the list is a very controversial
Controversial
yeah.
topic.
Controversial? Yeah, that's what I like.
It's Ghostbusters is releasing this weekend.
Oh,
And
this-
I just went to the theater and I saw Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, which I'm going to talk about a little bit right after this. And they have a big cutout of the Ghostbusters symbol just sitting in
Cute.
the lobby. Oh, I did not
You're
like
not liking
that.
it?
No, I don't like that.
You don't
What
like
it-
it one bit.
Like, what is
No.
it exactly? Is it just like,
Like the ghost with the thing in through it.
Yeah.
oh, it's the ghost?
Yeah, it's like the actual.
Oh, I was wondering if it was like Slimer with like a big, like, giving the haters the middle finger or something
Yeah,
like
it's-
that.
No.
It's 2016, people.
Well, it's like I don't think it should associate like the old symbol with the new movie because like they're just trying to cash grab it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a big cash grab.
But
So-
honestly, if we think about that, realistically, because the thing you have to realize is that in Hollywood, movies are a business, right? And creativity costs more money than not. So here's the thing: is that if you have an idea, what I imagine Hollywood does, just speculation. I'm not an expert, but let's say they have a hat. They go in this hat and say, "Wow, okay, what's 20 plus years old? Maybe less than that." And let's remake it. What haven't we remade yet?
Yeah, you're gonna make.
Start with
you're gonna make money from it.
Like they did with RoboCop.
RoboCop remake.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
They did too.
And there's so many of these
Poltergeist.
now. There's so many more, just remakes instead of real like new original stuff coming out. But they want money. They want something they don't have to think too hard about. Get some big name actors or popular enough, which we'll talk about the cast here in a bit.
Yeah.
And just sell it out. Because really, at the end of the day, when you're going to a movie, you're purchasing a product for $11 or however much your local theater costs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
we talked about this before, and yeah, it's just an easy way to get money. It doesn't take the manpower to write a better.
Quaid,
new
I
idea.
think you mean the woman power. It's
I'm
2016.
sorry. It's 2016, people. Come on. No, it's just such a. You don't really, you don't want to support that kind of thing in the industry. No matter, I know it's how business goes, but no matter what, you don't want to support that kind of cash grab.
No, you don't.
So, yeah.
and,
But here's the thing:
but-
we are not the average moviegoers.
Yeah,
That's
we're not
true.
the average. But here's the thing: they found the perfect thing to piggyback off of, and that is by basically at this point, I personally believe that they're piggybacking off of the controversy.
I see.
If you see reviews,
That's what I was just about to
every
talk about,
positive
yeah.
review that you will see says it laughs in the face of all the haters and
Don't like
the
haters.
sexists and the hashtag gamergators.
Don't like them. Now, here's the thing, folks.
bring
This is
Gamer
all
Gate.
speculation. We have not seen the movie yet. It's not out. But we've seen trailers. I've seen a multitude of those, and I'm not really getting anything particularly
I'm not looking forward.
I
to
just
anything
don't think
for me.
the original Ghostbusters was like, in my opinion, an almost flawless comedy, where
I haven't seen it.
It
in a long
captured
time.
dry humor.
And
It captured that
it,
kind of.
it did it so well that you can't replicate it. You cannot replicate the original.
I don't think you can do
Ghostbusters.
that with all these remakes that are coming out. They're just
Yeah.
not something that
And
can
it's
be
just
done.
like the original RoboCop had a lot of really nice 80s charm to it. You know what I mean? Like it was really good satire on like big business and
Yeah,
the city.
there was like undertones and
Yeah.
stuff that was more than just a guy in a robot suit.
Yeah, like I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that
Which
for
they put in the
$1.
new movie, it just loses all of its meaning.
Yeah,
in
you
the
know,
new movie.
I didn't see the new one. I had no interest in seeing
wasn't
it.
very good.
Did not look very good.
Didn't miss very much.
And it's just Dread. Did you see Dread?
I really like Dread.
They were talking about remakes. If you're the guys looking for good remakes, Dread is fantastic.
Yeah.
Mad Max while not really a remake, you could
revitalization.
a reboot.
No, it takes place. You know, it's still part of the story, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
it's a continuation, but it's more. It's like a revitalization. It's like revitalizing it. You're not rebooting it or anything, but you're putting in a new actor for it,
And
you're bringing it back. Which, just to say, the movie was amazing.
Well, we say this just so we're not hating on remakes. We're not ooh, Hollywood hater over here. But there are good remakes or however they are. But the point is, we're talking about this new Ghostbusters, and I honestly have no particular. I kind of like the old one. Here's my weird question: why wouldn't this release around Halloween?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I'm an advertising and marketing major at my university, and if one thing about movie releases is that they want them to be timely, because we're going to talk about later here about horror movies and kind of stuff like that. But one thing when you're releasing movies is about when they're released.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, horror movies, Paranormal Activities, those get Saw. Those used to get shipped out around the same time every year.
Yeah.
And while Ghostbuster is, not particularly a horror movie, and it's not really a spooky movie or whatever, but it's something that could be applicable for like Halloween time, like a more like family-friendly Halloween movie. And if you're looking for a better market, granted, this is also the summer market, so you're competing against other summer movies, which I have not been thoroughly impressed with this summer. But I mean, this is the time to release these big pictures. So I don't know. I'm not an expert in it, but that's just something I would think.
Well, I think that summer movies are actually usually earn more money than Halloween movies, and the reason for that, if Ghostbusters released during Halloween, it would get a younger audience for sure. But the thing is that when you're going Halloween, people go. It's just kind of like a tradition. People go to scary movies on Halloween.
That's true.
And I know
That's kinda what I was
Ghostbusters
thinking.
can definitely get a lot of people from Halloween, but I think that making it just a summer blockbuster.
Was the original
Is what-
Halloween based? Was that any? I have no idea. Obviously, I wasn't born then, but I don't know anything about the release or anything like that.
I'm not sure it was.
I honestly have no idea. To be honest with you.
I don't think it was during the winter. I don't think it was during Halloween. I think that it was probably another kind of summer blockbuster, some random time.
I have no. We're not fact checking. We don't like to fact check on this podcast. I've been told nothing's ever factual. Everything you hear, completely made up off the top of our heads. So.
I'm not.
Just opinion based.
Half the time, I don't even know if Hunter over here is real.
Oh my.
I'm a
Lord.
hologram.
Well, folks, going on from that, what else we got, Leader? What else is going on?
Are we done with Ghostbusters?
I don't know. You got anything else?
I just want to talk about how the cast is very stereotypical.
I don't care for the. I don't think Melissa McCarthy, the main girl. I don't think her style of humor is very funny. I don't really like the fat is funny humor.
It's kind of like the Kevin James humor.
I don't particularly find that funny. The new lady, the.
No. It's Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCarthy, and Leslie Jones.
See, I don't know most of those people. I don't really.
Three of them are from SNL.
Melissa McCarthy, I don't think that's her main. I do think that I haven't seen too many movies that had her, and I saw another one. It operates. It's much less in your face than Kevin James. I'll say that at least. You don't. It's not completely focused on that aspect, but you do see a little bit of it. That I don't think it's that funny. Like.
I've seen a couple, I've seen The Heat and whatever.
But she does definitely do like
Spy.
She's wacky, falling
Fat
over,
Spy.
clumsy.
I don't know what it's called. I didn't care for
This
it.
is called Spy.
Yeah.
Fat Spy 2, Fat Morning. I don't know. I didn't care for that particular type of humor. I didn't think it was very.
Yeah.
But the only thing I didn't really care for is that the new lady, the black lady, I don't know what her name is.
Leslie Jones.
I don't particularly find her brand of humor very fun. I don't think that type of humor is particularly funny, especially in 26. Like that, like Chris Rock kind of.
Yeah.
Like the joke is I'm black kind of deal. I don't particularly think that's super funny.
Okay, I kind of get what you're.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because the original Danny Glover in the original.
No, it wasn't Danny Glover.
Or who was it?
It was
Who was the black guy in the original Ghostbusters? I don't remember.
It wasn't Danny Glover.
It was not Danny.
We don't
Danny
like
Glover's
the fact check
from,
on here. So.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're,
Is that
well,
not the same guy? No,
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 it's
I
not.
don't.
I know what you're talking
Well,
about.
whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
It was just kind of like the original Ghostbusters had a black person, and we got to get a black person.
I mean, is that the case? I honestly have no idea.
Well,
It's probably not exactly the way it went, but it was just like when you're coming up with your cast of characters, they always come up with, you got to have the straight person. Like, I'm talking like, the straight, like I don't mean as in,
You don't mean sexual orientation. You
I mean like
the
the
straight
I'm
man.
The
the person who plays everything serious.
Yeah.
In a lot of Japanese comedy groups, the way they handle most comedy is as a pair, where one person is a silly person and one person is a person who does things seriously. And the humor kind of balances between that. So I kind of see what you're saying with the casting there, with the straight
like,
man and the silly man.
You have to have and then you have Melissa McCarthy as silly, and then you have Kate McKinnon as crazy wacky.
I have no idea who that is. Who is she from?
She's the one. I think
SNL,
if you saw the trailer, she had like the wig on. Or
I haven't
whatever
watched
thing.
SNL years.
And then there's Leslie
Jones.
Leslie Jones, and she's just the I'm the one who's not as silly as
the one who's
that
playing.
one person.
The one who's playing is straight.
But I'm the one whose comedy is based on like my features, like my characteristics is like, oh, I'm black, I'm a woman. Let me make jokes based on that.
I mean,
Well,
that's the vibe I'm getting from the trailer.
That's
You gotta
what I
keep
got
in
from the
mind,
trailer.
we have not. This is all speculation on trailers, advertising. That may be the case. Find out in a later podcast.
There's a joke in the movie where she like jumps off a stage and like no one catches her, and then like I don't know if it was a race thing or a woman thing, but I don't like it.
thing.
That first
But
of all,
I'm mad as hell.
Yeah, and I
that
just
brand of
that,
humor
that's,
doesn't particularly.
it's not Ghostbusters. It's not Ghostbuster humor.
I get kind of the deal, but I think that kind of stuff is dated. I don't think it's very particularly, it's not my brand of humor. I can't really.
And it's
we're
not
only speaking for
necessarily.
ourselves here,
I guess you
so-
can say it's not necessarily progressive either.
Yeah, it's just something that I feel is kind of like, all right, like, come on, that's,
Yeah.
oh,
When
sure.
the joke should be
They
more
feel
the
cheap,
joke should be
kind
more around
of.
the situations they go in. It usually shouldn't be the characters, and like the characters can be witty themselves, but they don't need to be like klutzes, like people who don't actually exist in real life.
I don't know, but that's just what I've seen in the trailer, and well, I guess I'll have to see it to get the full gist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what else we got there, Captain?
Well, next up, like I said, I mentioned this earlier, but I went and saw Mike and Davey Wedding Dates.
Oh yeah, with Aubrey Plaza.
And it was Aubrey Plaza, Anna Kendrick, Adam Devine,
Yeah.
and Zac Efron.
I don't know most of those
And-
people.
I laughed harder than I thought I was gonna laugh. It was good. It was pretty funny, mainly because Adam Devine and Zac Efron had such good chemistry.
No, Adam Devine, that's the guy from Workaholics.
Yeah.
That's I've seen that. That's a pretty good show.
And like they played brothers in the movie, and basically if it wasn't a movie, I just saw these guys just hanging out with each other, I would think that they're brothers because like it was that good of chemistry. And basically what the whole premise of the movie is, they ruin every family gathering they've ever been. Like they blow up a trailer at a 4th of July party, and like there's like rocking. They basically kill their grandpa by accident at his 50th birthday.
Oh my god.
And like there's all like this different stuff that they do, and they're going to their sister's wedding, and she makes them get wedding dates because the whole reason why they always ruin everything is because they always hit on girls, trying to like look cool, and they always mess everything up. So their sister makes them get wedding dates, and they put it on Craigslist, and it gets huge. And Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick's character come into the picture because like they just want a free trip to Hawaii, and so they try to act like they're actually like partiers, but they try to act all straight and narrow, and like good girls to try to get them
Okay.
to take them, and they end up taking them, and hilarity ensues.
But in reality, they're like exactly them, but female versions.
Yeah, they're a little more hardcore than them. Like they do probably more stuff than them.
Okay.
But like the two brothers, they sell liquor, and the two girls, they get fired from jobs. Like they're like waitresses, but they get fired because like they get drunk for going, and they get up on tables and dance and stuff.
Oh, okay.
See, now, when I saw the trailer for this, I don't remember when, on TV or something, I particularly didn't have any interest. I don't really like most of these people. I know Aubrey Plaza, she's from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I love Parks and Rec.
I don't. I've only watched like a bit of the first season. I didn't particularly care for it. Not my particular type of humor. I think Aubrey Plaza is very attractive. I would go see $11 just for her, maybe. But that's not speaking for the main general audience here. I'm just a crazy person. So...
Yeah.
Other than that, really, I ain't got nothing much on this one.
He's crazy. I've confirmed it. He does have a shackle on his leg. He's being held down.
Table right
You can't
now.
see it right now, but if you really look down, you'll see that there's a 200-pound weight on.
You should really feel lucky that there's a table there. You don't see what's going on under this table. That's not anything good here. So what about the next thing got typed up?
What did you think of it overall?
Oh, did you enjoy it?
It was a pretty...
Out of 5 stars.
It was a pretty safe comedy. It was a good comedy to go to.
Was it rated R?
Yes, it's rated R. It's definitely rated R.
How many stars? 5.
Out of 5 stars, 2.5. I'll give it 2.5.
That's not a very good rating.
That means like.
I mean 3.
That's the
Let's go
absolute
3.
average. So just a little bit above average.
Yeah, I would
So
say
you're saying
about 3.
above average.
I'd say about 3. Yeah.
Okay.
3 stars. I'll give it 3
Alright.
stars.
Okay.
3 stars, folks.
You heard it from him.
It's a
truth.
pretty
It's
3
3
average.
out of 5.
It's pretty average comedy. It's pretty safe comedy. You don't do anything like take any steps to make it really funny.
Okay.
That's
So-
what we love here at the Bashcast, folks. Average and safe.
Exactly. That's what we go for. That's what we strive for. So, what do you think?
talking about next?
What next?
Next up is, so recently I've been introduced, I believe we've all been introduced to a very special man named Neil Breen.
Oh, very interesting.
Neil Breen.
Did we talk about Neil Breen on the last podcast? I don't know. I don't watch these.
Yeah, we did not.
No, thanks for tuning in, Dave.
Thanks for tuning in.
Very good.
But basically, Neil
Appreciate
Breen,
ya.
he is a very, 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 very low budget filmmaker, and he's made 3 movies.
Now, have any of you seen
Tell you
these
right now.
movies?
It's Double Down, I
Double
Am
Down.
Here, ...
I'm
Now,
Now.
and
And starts with an F. Fateful Findings.
Fateful Findings.
Fateful
Thank you.
Findings, right.
And these movies are so bad they're good, and it's
So bad they're amazing. That's how
And
bad they are.
Now,
It's like hilarious.
I've
It's
only
so
seen
funny.
the one. I've seen what was it called?
Double Down?
Double Down. It's
Yeah.
on YouTube. Anybody can watch it right now
Yeah.
for free. I highly suggest it. It is interesting. It's bizarre. I can hardly. Neil Breen is a crazy person who I cannot believe makes. Folks, if he can make a movie, you can make a movie. What we would usually do when we talk about these movies is try and give a plot description. I cannot do so.
His plots are
so
insane.
he's in Double Down. He's the world's greatest hacker.
He's the best hacker.
Yeah.
Hacker.
Scientist.
Scientist.
He can
Soldier.
terrorist, and he puts anthrax in the Las Vegas River,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it kills fish just to test it out.
and he kills but he can also cure cancer.
from a
From
He,
a
yeah,
rock.
he has a magic rock that he holds. Was it from like when?
And no, he meets an old man in the desert, right? And he gives him this rock, and he cures a little girl's cancer, who I think was his niece.
Okay.
Folks, we can talk about this the whole time. We're never going to give you anything clear.
Nothing's going to make
So
sense. no
if
matter
you're
where you go with
really
this, so.
interested, just check it. Double Down on YouTube. I don't know about the rest of the movies. I don't know where you would see those.
I don't
at.
know either, but basically, what this brings in, or this ties into our topic because I want to talk about purposely bad movies because there's a production company called Asylum.
Oh, yeah, that's a
and
good one.
Asylum, what they do is they kind of leech off of new movies. What they do
Yeah.
is they make really low budget, crappy movies that are knockoffs of a real movie.
But
so
they
it's
made
like a summer blockbuster. So there's a movie coming out called Transformers. They make Transmorphers.
Transmorphers.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane. They make snakes on a train.
Right.
But they also made
It's-
Sharknado, didn't they?
Yes, they also made
Yeah,
Sharknado.
They made Sharknado.
But they're always purposely bad movies trying to cash grab
Yeah.
off a
It goes
bigger
in the dollar aisle, and then someone's grandma comes in.
Yeah. Or they get off idiots like us who enjoy bad movies and think, this will be. But no, here's the problem, folks. These movies are made bad on purpose. They are made to cash in on this idea of, it's bad, but it's funny bad, or it's still enjoyable to watch bad.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is that it's very fake. It's very obviously it's like it looks bad, special effect, but that's not what I mean by fake. That's not really the heart. Because we talked about Neil Breen and all his movies, because those movies
genuine.
are genuine.
Yeah.
He
And that's what makes them
thinks
so
that they're
funny.
amazing.
They are insane, made by a crazy person. Now,
they're great.
Sharknado, and that's the one I think of, for example, because I haven't seen a lot of these like made purposely bad movies, but I've seen the first Sharknado and the third one, and these movies are, in my opinion, they are less than abysmal. They're not very. They do try so hard to be this bad, schlocky, funny bad, but it ends up being. I can't even really think of a good like word for it. I think it's bait for idiots. I think if you enjoy these movies, you are a idiot and a tool, and you need to really
Strong
rethink your
opinion.
life because that's what they're made for. These movies are made for idiots. People who enjoy this crap but don't understand.
I don't enjoy the movies, but I think that there are people who are uninformed.
Idiots.
I don't think that they're idiots. I think that some people are uninformed and they do think that it's just like genuine. They think that it's
They
like
don't
genuinely
understand.
bad movies. When they don't realize that this is like a huge,
they don't understand the difference
corporate
between-
scheme that knows that it had Subway promote. It was promoted by Subway.
Yeah, if you went to Subway
you
when
serious?
Sharknado 3, yeah, we were there at Subway
You
about
would
2 years
see-
ago. 3
Yeah,
years
Sharknado
ago.
2 was where it was being
Yeah,
advertised.
Sharknado 2. We went to Subway, and on the cups they had like Now that defeats the purpose, and that's what I'm talking about.
Like
with
that.
the-
That's how you know. Like they're advertising. Hey, this is gonna be a bad movie. Like this is gonna be.
Like, haha, isn't this so
whoa,
bad?
Sharks in a tornado. What? Wow, crazy. You guys should watch
and they get all
it
these
and
horrible
laugh at
actors.
and buy the DVD.
Who's the main guy in Sharknado? He's from Beverly Hills 90210, the original.
No idea. I've
never
never seen
seen
the
him?
first one.
I know
But
that.
the blonde guy, the main guy, he's from Beverly Hills 90210. And
No idea.
I only know
guess
one.
in
I
the
only know
first
one of
one-
one of the people, and one of them was a girl from the first one, and she went on to be. She played like the main character in the Gym movie, the newest Gym movie, or whatever.
Gem and the Holograms?
Yeah.
Hey, harkening back to our earlier topic with remakes, it's pretty bad. I actually quite enjoyed Gem and the Holograms, the original cartoon. I don't know if many people have seen that.
Yeah.
It's,
It's
I
pretty underground,
enjoyed
but
it.
I do hear
But
like.
yeah, no, new one's not very good. But the
But
point
yeah.
of what we're talking about, these purposely bad movies, you know, it's
goes-
It loses the charm
There's no
whenever
charm.
it's made to be bad.
Here are the greats when it comes to movies that aren't bad on purpose. If you want a good comparison to how much better they can be, you want to see The Room.
Birdemic.
The Room's pretty good.
These are movies that we're seeing that the creators genuinely think that they're great
that's-
movies.
That's the
that
difference.
they make
is
good
that
movies.
There's heart. There's genuine trying to make a movie, not make crap, make cash because idiots are going to come and watch it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
not really what this is about.
So you watch The Room.
It's a good movie.
And one. You watch Birdemic. Troll 2.
Troll 2,
can
classic.
count. Troll 2.
Classic.
Leprechaun.
Troll 2 will count.
Leprechaun.
It's got what's her face from Friends in it, right?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
It's her first movie.
First
Leprechaun's good. You have what's another good one? We're missing something. Any Neil Breen movie.
Any
Yeah,
Neil
it's
Breen
true.
movie.
Any Neil
There,
Breen movie.
I have a personal favorite. This is a horror director. It does low budget horror films. His name's Len Kabaczynski. He does these really bad. Well, I've only seen his first movie. It's called Swamp Zombies. It's got. See, when we're talking about, I wish we could show clips on the screen, but the thing is, I can't really give you a good analogy of what they are. They're very interesting, and they're not made bad on purpose. There's actual stuff to it. His original first movie, Swamp Zombies, is available on YouTube just to watch. So, any interest if you like, schlocky horror movies, zombies, it has kung fu.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fun.
yeah.
So if you want to check that out, that's also on YouTube.
Ew, is there a Samurai Cop? Does that count?
Samurai Cop.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
that's a good one.
Now, that's another one that's just like, I know you're probably, a lot of people, we live in a technological age. A lot of people have heard about these movies now. And folks, if you haven't seen them yet, do yourself a favor. Miami Connection's a personal favorite of mine. That's also available on YouTube, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Very similar to Samurai Cop. And it's hard for us to do these movies justice just by talking about them.
Yeah,
we can't really.
You can't go through it. I mean, I might go into the editing room tomorrow. I might put in one of the clips, maybe.
Man, you know what? Be excited, folks.
Yeah.
We don't edit on this show.
You guys might be seeing something in just a second here.
Well, we'll find out.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
I have discovered more information than any hacker ever has. Ever. What I have found will shock you. Here are the files and supporting documents. And supporting truths. The factual documents. I'm releasing these files to the public today.
Money, payoffs, and greed were always the priority of my company. Like many companies. I'm afraid of going to prison. They now know my crimes.
I do not like Sharknado. What do you think? What do you think of Sharknado, Hunter? You haven't given your opinion on the Sharknado franchise.
First one was, After that, it's like, what? Just who cares?
Is Frankie Muniz in the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was
Frankie.
Jared, the Subway guy.
Yeah, because Subway had the sponsorship.
Yeah, now he's in prison.
He's a sex offender.
Yeah, that was that's.
Folks, if you like
I'm not sure if Sharknado really wanted that to happen.
If you like sex offenders, subscribe, like us, leave a comment, drop a YouTube comment.
Yeah. We're not sex offenders.
Give us.
But Jared was, and that's the point we're trying to make.
Yeah, that's the point we're trying to make. In the end, when it comes down to it, I mean, this whole podcast, really, what the message we're trying to get out is that Jared Fogle.
Is that his last name, Fogle? I actually didn't know that.
Jared Fogle.
Yeah.
I lost 250 pounds on the Subway diet, and because I like little boys. I actually don't know what his crime was. That's horrible. I apologize. It's not right. Sorry.
We're moving on after I say this, but it was child pornography.
It was.
I'm pretty dang
That's
sure
messed up.
it was child pornography.
was.
Come on,
So,
hey, brother. It's 2016. Come on. That's messed up.
it's 2016.
Folks,
I mean,
folks,
you guys can't be so PC about this kind of stuff.
All right.
YouTube, if you hate child pornography, leave a comment, subscribe, give us a like. All right, what's the next topic, Captain?
So, no, basically, I kind of want to add on to this.
Let's hear it.
Something that's like really cheap now is like found footage movies. Like we
I
have
hate
Paranormal
those.
Activity.
Those are terrible.
Like now you want to talk about cash grab, make a found footage movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you guys seen
seriously.
Paranormal Activity 4?
No.
What's one
Featuring the Xbox One.
Connect?
The Kinect,
yeah.
I saw it on TV because they had like they have like marathons a lot on like the whatever
Of course they
sci-fi
do.
channel or whatever.
Was it the third one that took place? It was like
Those movies have the cardinal sin of any entertainment is that it's not entertaining.
Well,
Yeah.
It's boring.
if you watch
They're
Chiller,
so boring.
if you watch the Chiller channel, if you get that.
Yeah, I get that.
I watched a movie the other day
They
called.
censor on the Chiller channel.
I watched a
don't
movie
they?
the other day called Bear. It was
Yeah,
about
I
a
like
bear.
Bear. I've seen Bear.
What was that movie?
I've
it was
seen
so
Bear.
stupid.
I like Bear. But no,
about a
Paranormal
bear.
Activity.
I haven't seen that. You guys seen Jessica's Body or something like that?
Yeah, what's
Megan
her
Fox
face?
movie?
Oh wow, I forgot about that.
Takes her shirt off.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I don't know.
but I do know that
Yeah.
it's like it's censored, and for some reason when they censor movies, it's kind of like what they did with Die Hard, where
Oh my God.
it releases everything with like cluck or whatever.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
in the middle of this movie, she's freaking out, and the words you hear a lot of them people say are replaced with things like cheese and fries.
Yeah, I remember that. That's folks, don't censor. You know what? If you want your kids not to watch a horror movie, just don't let them see it.
Put the thing. They have that mark at the
Yeah.
bottom right of the
Guess
screen
what, folks?
for a reason.
It says rated R for a reason. It says 17 plus for a reason, folks. Don't give me this watered down PG-13. Just give it to me straight. But no, I hate those Paranormal Activity movies.
They're pretty bad.
I
horrible.
don't like them.
They're so boring.
The newest
think
one was Ghost Dimension. And
Is it
this
really
girl,
called Ghost Dimension?
There's like what
Isn't
the
that
whole
what
purpose-
Danny Phantom goes into?
No, that's the
Does
ghost
he?
zone.
That is the Ghost
That's
Zone.
the ghost zone.
Zone. Right.
But I'm pretty sure that in the next one, I have a feeling that Nickelodeon's gonna be on it sometime, and I'm sure
Is
Danny
this- is
Phantom.
this
No,
five?
listen to this.
No, it is not live.
I'm gonna
I'll
No,
tell you-
5. Is this the 5th one that
Oh,
just came
5?
out?
That is
Paranormal
Yeah,
Activity.
this is the fifth
The
one.
5th one. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna describe you the plot of 5.
White
to,
people.
to Ghost Dimension.
Let's hear it.
And I'm gonna see if you guys think that this is a Paranormal Activity movie.
Let's hear it.
So
Okay.
a little girl, like it just so
One.
there's this family discovers that this family has this crazy videotape, and the girl like
Okay,
Awesome.
number 2.
sneezes,
I've seen it before.
Sneezes.
and the girls on the TV say "bless you." Okay, now moving on.
What?
There's basically
Turn-
the whole
Huh?
point is like there's this giant shadow demon that comes out of a giant shadow portal in the girl's bed.
Awesome.
And you can only see it through a camera. So you go up like this. There's a freaking swirling black vortex going into her wall.
Sweet.
And it's just like it's nuts. It is nuts.
But okay, But here's the thing about those Paranormal Activity movies. They're like 2 hours long, and that's only like the last 15 minutes. Because the rest of the movies,
Yeah.
you look at the white people's house, like, ooh, nice furniture. That's a really nice kitchen, you know. Ooh, that couch is so nice. How
Yeah,
much
that's
do you think that
exactly.
house
You know what? That's
costs?
exactly what it is. I bet at the very end of the credits, was
Yeah.
something that say house now for sale at
Yeah, San Jose,
at
California.
ghostrentals.com.
because they spent all their budget renting
Okay,
the
but
house.
here's the thing. It's like a producer's house or some crap. But it's like literally hour and a half. Man, do you hear this spooky noise? I don't know, fellow white person. What do you think? Have you noticed that? They're like all white people in these
the
movies.
the first one was so good. Well, actually, number 3, there's a Hispanic was the main character, but the first one was so good because it was so
He
subtle.
was Hispanic.
It was like it was so subtle. It was so good, and the other
Yeah,
was like so
but-
loud, and it's just like
I actually like
jarring.
the Asylum crappy whatever version.
What is that, like
it's called
Ouija?
Paranormal Entity.
I
actually like that better.
Is that the one with the cover of the little girl with like a Ouija board and there's like a ghost like
Dude, I
stand
have
coming
no
out
idea.
of her back?
I saw it on TV one night, and I'm like, it was like the same thing but not boring. So good job, I guess.
So Asylum, never mind. They're making
So, yeah,
good,
they
they're
make
making
good
good
stuff.
movies.
But no, these Paranormal Activity movies.
By
they're
proxy,
crap,
yeah.
They're cheap.
Now, what do you guys think of that Lights Out movie that's coming out? Do you guys see
That okay? The reason I
is
say
it
that.
found footage?
No, but it's like from director James Wan, and he did. You may be
Okay.
familiar with his other work of Crap.
Yeah. Okay.
Another
well,
crap.
okay. First
Yeah,
of all,
I
He made
remember
Saw. He was the Saw.
I
guy.
thought
Insidious,
I thought I thought Crap was a little bit better than
Crap 2.
Crap 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crap
Well,
2 wasn't that good.
it wasn't as good.
Anyway,
the first
Insidious sucks.
sign of a bad horror movie is when it's rated PG-13.
Folks, if you're
First
seeing a
sign.
PG-13 movie, all right, think about yourself as a 13-year-old kid. Do you really think you had a good taste in movies back then?
It's so mainstream. It just
Anyway,
hurts.
like, it looks bad. And we want to talk about things with jump scares is what they have. A lot of these movies now is jump scares. Now, folks, a jump scare,
It's so cheap.
what you think... Now, horror movies... one of my favorite horror movies of all time is Nightmare on Elm Street, the original,
that's
number
really
one.
good.
What makes that movie scary is not a guy going boo. It's it's stuff that like sticks with you. But you got in these new movies, you'll be walking around, and and then that's what's in these new
You
movies.
scared me.
And
You got
yeah, I got scared there.
that's crap.
Too spooky.
That's not really something that's scary. It's
Hey,
frightening.
James Wan.
It's a
James
it's a
Wan,
loud
we got
noise
something for you.
in your face.
It really
like
is.
that, and it's stupid. It's loud. It's annoying.
Yeah.
A good sign of a bad movie.
Put on the music that's going like.
A good sign of a
like
bad
really
movie.
loud,
If
really
you can watch
loud
it on
music.
mute,
Yeah.
bad, or whatever. But
Yeah, I know.
they
the,
suck.
the saying is, if you can watch it on mute and not get scared, then it's bad.
It's a bad horror movie.
But
folks.
if you can watch it on mute and actually get like terrified of what you see, it's
Yeah,
really so there's a really good horror like I really like psychological horror movies. One of the better ones I've seen lately is called Antichrist, and it's like, what are you doing?
what?
Stop that.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
It's called Antichrist, and like it's about a girl who's afraid of the forest, and
Don't like those.
it's by oh God, I forget his name right now.
We don't fact check.
I forget his name. But
Yeah,
it was like
no need to.
her little boy falls out a window and dies, and it shows it all. It's
Hate when
just
that
like-
happens.
I
it's
thought you were
really
just
creepy.
gonna say, yeah, and he dies at the end.
The
That's the movie.
That's the movie.
But
That's it.
the point I'm trying to make is that when you're doing filmmaking is a visual medium. It's a visual art, and when you're trying to make something that's scary or shocking, you want there to be good visual imagery to go with it. At Paranormal Activity, there's no imagery. It's a visual medium, but they're doing it with sounds, loud noises.
Well, actually, they're trying to focus on the imagery. Like that's what they were trying to focus on was. The
I didn't
imagery.
get that.
But they didn't do it well because they were trying to do the whole like you're looking through the camera and you see something.
But
happen.
to me, that's not scary. But I guess I don't know. I'm not.
No. I'm not a big fan of that. I do think that everybody was a huge fan of the first and second ones because it was like it was the
with
first and
found
second ones
footage-
did have like critical acclaim. People were saying it was scary, but after that people did not like it whatsoever. But
Found footage. I actually, Blair Witch Project. That was one, not the first one. There's actually a movie called I think The Last Broadcast that came out before that. It was kind of similar in tone. They were looking for like the Jersey Devil.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
good-
yeah.
And that's kind of one of the earlier ones too. That are like that found footage. And I like Blair Witch Project well enough. I don't think it's anything. It's not a masterpiece, but I enjoyed it well enough. So but now every movie's trying to go in on that found footage. He's filming on a camcorder. Did you guys see Cloverfield?
yeah,
I didn't
Cloverfield
like
made me sick.
I wish
Yeah,
we could
it's
do
too
it on
much.
these cameras, make you guys see, but literally just
just shake the camera some.
shake
just-
it up a little down.
Just take your monitor and just do that.
Yeah.
Folks, if you want the
Come on.
experience of a found footage Bashcast, just take your monitor and just shake it around.
Maybe bash your head into it a couple times.
just a little bit.
And you'll
that movie
feel like
actually
you did after
gave
watching
me a huge headache.
It
when
really
I saw
did.
it. I got
It really
like
did.
sick.
All depends. Like the movie can't. If the movie's like completely found footage, that's bad. Like, I don't know. I don't think. I think it needs to switch out in between it or something because if it stays in it the whole time, you're gonna get a headache.
Yeah.
But
Movies
but
are
no,
bad.
if you have a movie that just has like jump scares and stuff and focuses on sound, why even make a movie? Why not just make a radio broadcast?
I don't know.
Because that's basically what you're doing. You're just making.
Well, like Orson Welles.
yeah,
War
basically.
of the Worlds.
That's
It worked.
basically what you're
It
doing.
did work.
You're basically making a little, just a little thing that's gonna go on the radio and it's gonna make loud, obnoxious noises, and the visuals won't even help. Like that's what the jump scares are doing. It's just loud sounds and like a little bit of visual assistance. But
In conclusion, movies are bad.
yeah, basically.
Don't see movies. Don't do it.
Basically, yeah. Don't ever go see a movie.
Don't ever see
If
movies.
you've seen a movie before, it's too late. It's too
Have you
late
seen
for
Boyhood? It's the best movie
I
ever
heard about
made.
that.
That's a pretty good.
Did you know it took 12 years to make? 12 years.
Yeah. I heard.
Ghostbusters, I do not think took 12 years to make.
They took
Nor
30
Lights
minutes.
Out.
I think it took 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Didn't you know Ghostbusters came out in the 80s? It's probably been in development since then, I'd say.
Oh, yeah,
after 2.
I actually like
You know,
Ghostbusters 2.
that's
Everybody hates
pretty-
Ghostbusters 2. I really liked it.
I liked it.
I thought
I like the ooze.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big fan of ooze here at the Bashcast.
Yeah, but
All right. But you know
Well,
what? We're
all
done
right,
with this,
something else?
this
We'll
crap.
we'll go on from there.
All right.
We're done with
Moving
that.
on from movies. Moving on to the fun
done.
stuff. Okay, there's a new phenomenon sweeping the nation. It has also swept us up in the tornado. It's called Pokemon Go.
Oh, it's not
Man,
that salt.
It is awesome.
I've lost my house. All I do is play Pokemon.
All Pokemon.
No, folks,
So basically,
we got it right here. You got your Pokemon Go.
basically,
right here.
there is a preacher, and he's like, okay, so this Pokemon Go app is turning.
Wait, what is this story?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a
It's
story.
a real thing that
This is a
happened.
real thing.
All right.
So there's a preacher who's like, okay, this Pokemon Go app is turning all these churches into Pokestops.
Right, that is happening.
So,
if you're not
and
familiar
most-
with the app or with
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, basically it's GPS based. You walk around, catch Pokemon. If you don't know what a Pokemon is, you should look at something else on the computer than this podcast right now. But you walk around and you find Pokestops, which are geographical locations with some significance in whatever area you're in. And churches, you're saying, are becoming
Yeah,
Pokestops.
and basically what's happening, that most churches are like embracing this and like saying, hey, while you guys are here, come on in and like check out our services. But there's this one preacher, he calls himself an Orthodox Christian or an Orthodox, I believe Catholic or something.
Now, aren't
preacher.
Orthodox people one who give you braces and do that kind of like stuff? Or what am I thinking of? Orthodontist.
What?
Orthodontist, sorry.
Yes.
Not orthodox.
Yes. Go over to your local church to get your teeth fixed.
That's
So
what
That's what
basically,
happens. I'm pretty
this
sure.
creature says that Satan is luring these Pokemon players to churches to try to destroy them with Pokestops, and he says that Pokemon are cyber demons that we're
Cyber
collecting,
demons.
and he says that this is his actual quote.
Let's hear it.
The enemy, Satan, is targeting churches with virtual digital cyber demons. I believe this thing is a magnet for demonic powers, end quote. And then down here, he has Pokemon, and he has every letter meaning something different.
Oh.
And here we go. This is what he says.
Folks, if you're sensitive to Satan, you may want to avert your eyes.
So
for
here we
this
go.
Next few minutes.
P is for porn.
Yep.
O is for orgies.
Oh my God.
K is for Christianity spelled wrong.
It's Mortal Kombat speak.
E is for edible underwear. M is for mad abortion. O is for orgies again.
Mad abortion?
And N is for no God. That's
That
what
one's
he
a stretch.
says.
Come on,
That's
player.
what he says.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he has a.
Mad abortion.
He has a. He says that technology is turning all these people into Islamic jihadists or something.
Did you say the E standing for like edible underwear?
Yeah.
Doesn't the E have like an accent above it?
Yeah.
So it'd be Adobve. I don't speak French.
Because it's Pokemon, guys. Technically, what it is, isn't it? Technically, Pokemon.
Pocket monsters.
But it's Poke. Is what it's
Whatever,
supposed to.
man.
It's supposed to
We're not nerds here.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. So, edible underwear.
Folks, now, of course, we all
Aidable.
know that the only people who are radical Satanists are Team Mystic players in Pokemon Go.
You are angering a third of our audience.
Folks,
right now.
if you watch this podcast and you're on Team Mystic, please hit that unsubscribe and hit that dislike. We don't want.
Well,
any of that
we
here.
welcome all Pokemon Go players.
We are Team Instinct, and if
We
you're
are
not Team
Team
Instinct,
Instinct.
we will hold prejudice against you, but we're not saying anything else
Please,
to happen. But if
do
you
yourself a favor
if you
and
aren't Team
subscribe.
Instinct,
Let's just say the coolest people are on Team Instinct.
Well, folks, okay, so yeah, they got the three teams, right? They got Valor, Instinct, Mystic, right? And you got Fire, Ice, Electricity.
Yeah.
Of course, Electricity is Instinct, coolest one. But the thing is, you want to talk about the actual game. So you walk around, you catch these Pokemon, right? It's very unorthodox, as opposed to this orthodox Christian, to other Pokemon, where you don't level up from battling. You have to walk around and catch multiples of the same Pokemon. This is where I have a complaint with the game, is that, so Pokemon have rarity, right, obviously. You catch rare Pokemon, but the only way to power up a Pokemon and make it evolve is to catch more of it. So let's say you have a rare Pokemon.
my only issue is how broken the game is. It doesn't
Yeah,
work
it's very
sometimes.
buggy at launch. Now,
Yeah.
the thing is that 2016 and 2015,
It's 2016.
it's 2016, folks. But
Yeah.
the past few years for games and games in general have all been about buggy launches, bad starts, bad setup, bad service, nothing working day one. You know, it's bad stuff, and this is no exception. You know, people can barely log in. I can't even log in right now with this crap right here. So you know, I it's just not very good, honestly. If I had to pay for it, I'd be ticked. Like if I had to spend like $30, it barely works.
Oh. Well, I mean, aside from
Still
that,
fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I enjoy it.
Well, the cyber demons are getting to you.
Cyber demons are making me angry at Pokemon Go that I can't catch
Yeah.
Poliwhirl anywhere in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Folks, if you live in Mount Carmel, Illinois, and watch this podcast,
And you have a
and you have any
Poliwhirl?
information
On the
concerning-
whereabouts of Poliwhirl.
please,
There
drop
was
us.
one by my house.
Oh, there you go. So if you go down to what's your address? 431 Cherry Street. Go down to 431 North Cherry Street.
That's not my address.
Thankfully, it's not his address, but yes.
You're lucky I didn't get that right.
Go over, yeah, go over to Hunter's place. Just say, hey, here you have a Poliwhirl stashed in there, like it's way back in the old days when people were hiding people inside their homes,
Yeah.
keeping them away.
What? I don't know what that. Folks, do you have any information
I'm basically
regarding?
talking about like he's got his Poliwhirl stored away, like.
I've never seen him.
Frank.
We drove around his house like 5 times. There's no Poliwhirls, Poliwraths. Folks, if you have any information regarding a Poliwhirl or Poliwrath, please contact my personal email, D Rother is cool 97.
And if you see a
at
little boy,
yahoo.com.
if you ever see a little boy with an alien that looks a lot like E.T., inform him too. He has to tell his friends over at the government about
Yeah,
that.
you gotta hit that up. If you have any information at all regarding good Pokemon, please drop a comment in this web zone,
Yeah.
and we'll
Trade with him and give him all your stuff.
Is
you know?
trading coming out?
I'm pretty sure they're working on
Trading
trading.
coming out? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
They better. I thought it'd be here at launch.
Yeah.
That's the thing with games is that things don't come as a full package at launch anymore. You don't buy full games anymore. You buy pieces that will be upgraded later.
Yeah.
And it's I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
So all right, we're talking about Pokemon Go Cyber Demons. So on the chance, what would you put as a chance of them actually being Cyber Demons? I mean, out of 10.
Out of 10?
I got like you got to put a chance,
Like a 90.
like a percentage chance. Let's go percentage chance.
91 to 2%.
Percent chance that
Roughly.
they are Cyber
They're
Demons.
cyber demons.
Okay, yeah, I was going for a little bit of like 80, 84, maybe
84, right.
84.3.
Folks, if you play Pokemon Go and are infested with cyber demons, please drop us a comment in this here box below, right there, and we'll check it out.
Inform us. We'll send a specialist, and he'll take care.
Unless
of it
your
for
team
you.
Mystic, we don't.
Yeah, if your team Mystic,
We
sorry,
don't do that.
you may be out of luck.
Hunter, what is your opinion on Pokemon Go? We haven't heard much.
Oh, well, there's a
you.
50-50 chance.
50-50 chance. No, I mean about the game, you jackwagon, not the freaking.
Oh, Cyber Demon?
No,
I like
not
it.
about the cyber demons.
I
About
think
the
it's
game.
fun. I call it Scyther. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Scyther's
got a
cool.
Scyther. He got all the good Pokemon.
So I like it.
And see, he's part of Team Instinct, so it apparently Team Instinct gets all the good Pokemon.
Apparently.
So go to
And
Team
a
Instinct.
really fun game is to name all your Pokemon after your just like tap on the name and whatever your autocorrect says, just hit that.
And I saw that. on a.
It's pretty
Facebook. It's
fun.
pretty funny.
So I've been playing that game. It's fun.
But it's pretty. But the thing about this too is it brings up an interesting point of how do you guys feel about like the free to play market and how like a lot of games, if y'all aren't really familiar, a lot of games these days have this free to play notion where you don't pay for the game, you have microtransactions where you pay like $1 here, $2 there.
I hate it.
I don't really like it either. It's pretty.
I hate it.
don't hate it.
I'd rather
I
it
like it.
return to you just get the game from the start. I don't mind DLC as long as it's being made, as long as it's not like just being stripped from the game as soon as it comes out.
But we're talking in Pokemon Go. You literally will have to pay for Pokeballs.
Yeah, if you run out, you have to pay
You
for
have to
Pokeballs.
pay money.
Yeah, that's messed up. But it's free.
To a point.
It's free if it gave you like unlimited Pokeballs that you could earn just by playing.
You somewhat can.
You can earn Pokecoins through the gyms. I'm pretty sure.
I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure you can.
We're not very good here at Team Instinct. We don't really win a lot of gyms, so we don't.
I haven't even fought a gym yet.
I have not done
We are
that.
currently in possession of the gym here, though.
Yes, if
There's a
you
gym
are
here.
a Wabash Valley College student, and
Congratulations, Team.
congratulations,
Instinct.
Team Instinct, all around, really. But yeah, no, the free-to-play market, I'm not a fan of it. I don't care for, a lot of games these days have like, like I'm really a big fan of like MMO games. If you all are familiar with like World of Warcraft or things like that. World of Warcraft has things called monthly fees where you pay a certain amount a month. And a lot of people are really like, I don't like that. But I've grown older and I've grown up to the point where it's like, if you want a quality service and not crap, the money is necessary. You need to pay the money.
I don't necessarily approve of you get the expansion. You just have to buy the full thing.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
they don't update too much in there. Like they're not throwing that much in there that's free. They're not throwing much free content in there in between. It's basically like you're paying for that, and then you're basically paying yourself to have to pay. You're paying to have the ability to pay for something in the future.
But I just think if you want a quality game, money has to be given. It's just what I don't believe that a lot of games out there for absolutely free can be of that high quality.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can probably play a free game. You can try really hard to play a free game without paying anything ever.
It's just
gonna take a lot more. And honestly, if you are paying at a free game, so let's say I play League of Legends and I also play World of Warcraft, I will statistically probably put more money into League of Legends than I will World of Warcraft.
because if any League players out here, I am hard pressed to believe that if it's a free to play game, you're still not spending. I'm sure there's actually an option interesting enough for any League players out there, where you can check and see on your account how much money you've spent on that
Oh my
account.
God.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I've done mine. It is in the 300s. It is up there. It's a lot
Mine's
of money.
more than that.
Mine's more than that.
It's a lot. For this free-to-play game, it's spent hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Granted, this is over years, but still, the money
It stacks up.
it stacks.
Yeah.
You're
And
still
so
paying.
they, businesses know how to hop on. They know now that makes money. That makes more money than just buying a straight-up game nowadays. So that they'll make a game free to play.
And there's
Double
also the
cosmetics.
idea of, if you've ever heard the term whales, where people have that addiction to free-to-play markets and spend huge amounts of money. It's mostly on like mobile games, like people like I don't know about like Candy Crush, like Farmville or whatever, where they'll spend hundreds of dollars on this, and and companies love that because they're just rolling in money for this. Not
Yeah.
and I just don't think it's a really great system. I don't think it's. I think it's what we're turning into as we're getting in the future.
Yeah. It all comes back to money and stuff.
All
Right.
about money,
So-
baby.
So, all right.
What you got?
I don't, like we just said, free to play market stinks.
I don't like it.
Don't like it.
Don't
and
like it
it's-
one bit.
Sucks that it's turning that way. It's becoming such a prominent thing, but that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
It's how it is.
If you've ever heard the song, "That's Just the Way It Is,"
Then-
that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom.
All right. So.
Well,
Go
what else we have
Pokemon.
Next up,
In video
something
game
kind of funny.
news.
Are we going through video?
Wait,
games?
what's the next one?
It's something about a little something about celebrities.
Yeah. So
Oh,
lately,
I didn't even see this. I don't read these.
2016 has been a bad year for celebrities because
A lot of people
of
have
them
died.
dying
Prince died.
and awful. Anton Yelchin just passed away.
Who's
This
that?
is dark.
The guy
guys.
played in Star Trek.
I don't know if
the
I
guy
want.
from the
I don't know if
Green
I want to
Room.
take part in this.
Yeah.
Do you think Captain Picard killed Anton Yelchin because Captain Picard, Patrick Stewart, was the bad guy in Green Room, and Anton Yelchin was the main guy in Green Room? Do you think he killed him, and he killed him in real life because Next Generation's better than OG Star Trek? Folks, if you want to find out more about my opinions on Next Generation, leave a comment in this web zone.
Yeah, he'll be
All
be
right.
here.
That's
But
enough,
anyway, what are we
'cause
talking about?
That's
He can't go anywhere. He's chained up.
What are we talking about? Celebrity deaths. Who's dying?
Okay, so apparently,
A lot of people are dying in 2016.
let's just say that Dave came up with this topic.
Did I?
Yes, you did come up with this topic. I'm pretty sure, didn't
I
you?
know.
Didn't you?
I think it was me.
It was him. We just did this 10.
Hunter.
Folks, we do all these topics 10 minutes before the podcast, so
Um,
believe me, it was him.
Okay, well, here's the deal.
Let's hear it.
What celebrity will be the next one who's going to pass away? Who's
All right,
the
let's
next
hear it.
celebrity to die?
Let's hear it.
Who do you think, Hunter?
Charlie Sheen.
Do you think? I don't think so. I think he's gonna live. I think he's gonna outlive all of us.
Mm-hmm. Man,
he's outlive all-
he's found a way.
Knowing our lifestyles, I think he will outlive all of us.
Okay. Let's see. Who's the kid who plays Max Keeble?
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
I don't know Max Keeble.
Okay, we won't talk about that then.
He's
I
probably
was gonna
already
go for
long
him,
gone.
but I can't say it because I don't know his name. So I guess we won't be able to count that.
Who? Who do you think?
Chuck Norris.
No. Y'all are giving your answers are crap.
Who do you
They're
think?
Who do I think the next person
Yeah.
who dies? I believe that it's going to be someone a little older, but not super old.
Give us a name.
I think our old who's the guy who played George Takei?
George Takei.
I do
George
believe.
Takei?
I do believe.
Oh,
he's
you're
not gonna
talking
make
about
it.
straight up just like of old age and stuff.
I
Maybe.
hope not. George Takei's a great guy.
He's a great- I'm just saying. I'm just speculating. I follow him on Twitter. I see what I see.
What
his
did he
updates.
say? I am gone soon.
No, he's not saying he's dying, but I can just get a vibe. I'm getting a vibe.
You're getting a vibe.
I'm getting a vibe.
Oh, jeez. I was about to say David Bowie.
Have you guys seen Green Room? They look really good.
I
Because
heard
we're
it's
talking about
really
Anton Yelchin.
Jeff
Don't
did,
change the
Jeff-
subject. You know what we've gotten into, and we're finishing it.
Anton Yelchin, right? Like
Or-
Jeff saw it.
Yeah, Jeff saw it and gave a review on here.
Was it what was it?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I like Patrick Stewart a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm a big Next Generation fan,
It's good.
and
I think-
Patrick Stewart is the way to go.
I think Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob, is next one to go.
Oh,
He's the next
no.
one to go,
I think so.
possibly. him. That guy's a good director.
You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it from the heavens when it happens. You're gonna hear it.
That was a terrible impression.
I can't do it. Well, you're gonna hear the SpongeBob laugh. We're all gonna hear it in our hearts
Taking my shoes off, folks.
when that happens.
My foot's itchy. I got a mosquito bite.
All right.
What's the next topic? We're done with this
Next
crap.
Next up, tomorrow a very awesome event starts. Well,
Or-
tomorrow or today,
depending
since
on when you're watching.
It's July 15th. July 15th through 17th is a really awesome event called Evo.
Evo!
And
BronyCon. Just kidding.
And basically, what Evo is, it's a fighting game
Bashcast.
tournament. So it's like the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have players from all across the world coming in to is it Las Vegas?
This year, I believe, we didn't, I just looked at it like 10 minutes
Okay.
ago.
Well, they go to
It's
Evo.
somewhere. It may be in Vegas.
Evo, and basically, there's all the fighting games you could think of, and the best players around the world come in, and they all compete in this tournament.
Street
and this
Fighter.
tournament gives some really big
Cash prizes.
cash prizes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge amounts. The pool for Street Fighter V this year is, I believe, the biggest pool, and it's well above in the 10,000s, 20,000. It's huge. It's like a lot of money.
If you're trying to be a pro fighting game player, you need to go to Evo. If you don't go to Evo, you're not gonna be able to make a
If you're
living.
looking for, because we also, our topic here overall is talking about professional gaming, and if Evo is like the thing to see, and yeah, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Brothers, a lot of that stuff coming out, and a lot of people are gonna go. It's pretty fun to watch, pretty fun event. Anybody here can watch it for free if you just go to twitch.com and look up any Evo, any of your favorite games you may like. Evo will be streaming in the next few days, this upcoming weekend, I believe. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
What do you guys like to watch? Like, what's your sort of favorite thing? What's your favorite game to watch on there?
So at my university, we run events for Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I'm a big Street Fighter player, and I like to play in St. Louis, around the St. Louis Street Fighter V scene. So I enjoy that. So I enjoy watching those. But they have plethora of games there to watch, and it's really enjoyable. If it's something you're interested in, it's something kind of interests you, like professional, money. It's a lot of fun, and
It's a lot of fun because the money really brings out the competition, and the competition some really cool stuff has happened.
And they're fun games. They're fun to play competitively. I mean,
You didn't answer my question though.
What?
What's your favorite game to watch?
Oh, probably Street Fighter V.
Street Fighter V? Okay,
Well,
that's good.
it's not new this year, but I mean, I used to watch Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 4.
That was fun.
The version prior, and I enjoyed watching that quite a bit. And it's good.
Yeah.
Just like it.
I'd probably say Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say Street
And I also
Fighter
like-
KOF. I'm a big King
Oh
of Fighters
yes,
fan.
Hunter Lewis is our resident KOF player here.
Yeah.
He's,
If you know what KOF is, it's King of Fighters. It's a
and
really old
the
fighting
newest,
game.
the newest edition, King of Fighters 14, will be at Evo. So that'd be,
Dave over
fun
here
to
is salty
watch.
because he can't win.
I can't beat Hunter. King of He's really good, folks. If you want to see footage of Hunter Lewis playing King of Fighters, please leave a comment in this web zone.
You're requesting a lot of things from these people. Like they've got 8 things got to leave in the
Look,
comments for
folks, if you want it, you just gotta ask.
you. Just send us, just write us a formal letter.
Formal letter.
And tell us
What you
exactly
want.
what you think.
What
Don't
you
write it
wanna
in the
think.
comments. That's not fancy enough. You,
If
you
you're
gotta
wondering-
really go. You gotta really go for it.
If you're wondering what team I run in KOF, Joe King Hua.
Hua. You said Hua.
Hua. That's
Hua.
what I said.
Is that
Hua.
his name?
Hua.
Yeah, Hua. They're all Muay. They're all
They're all Muay
Thai.
Thai. It's a Muay Thai team.
Muay Thai team. It's the way to go.
Folks, if you want to see fun footage of the Muay Thai team, please check out King of Fighters 13.
Yeah. Okay.
Evo 20.
But this brings up something else because we have this written down here. It's a really interesting thing where there's a new show on TBS at 10 o'clock at night called E-League.
E-League,
And it's,
yes.
it's ESL, except it's CSGO ESL, which ESL means Esports League, which is the professional Counter-Strike Global Offensive
And it's on TV.
tournaments. And it's on TV. It's on TBS.
If you have the
which is
TBS
awesome.
channel, yeah,
And
10 o'clock.
I record it, I watch it myself. I love Counter-Strike. I always have. I'm a big Counter-Strike fan.
I think it's really interesting because, in the future,
Yeah.
because that's what we're discussing with this topic here, is that in the future, is that what's going to be, a lot on TV? Because Evo isn't on TV.
No.
As far as I know, but when will the future get there as to being? Because this is pretty huge.
Yeah,
It's big because they're starting to realize how many people tune in on Twitch TV.
A lot of
Yeah.
people watch.
Like to watch these kinds of esports shows because it'll say the numbers, and that's basically the survey they need to know. Hey, our people are interested in professional gaming, so let's just cover professional gaming and
and that's
esports,
this
and
E-League is
we'll.
pretty. It's on TBS at 10 o'clock. If you have any interest, check it out.
I mean, eventually Evo is probably gonna be on TV.
I
Maybe
don't
like
doubt in our lifetime.
maybe competitive Overwatch, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe, if anyone's familiar with Overwatch and all Blizzard stuff, if anyone's familiar with StarCraft 2.
Oh yeah, that's big in Korea.
South Korea, there are complete TV channels that just 24 hours of StarCraft 2. So I wonder, in America, will it ever get that way? Will there ever just be channels all day with something?
I think that's a possibility because they need something to. They're probably at the point where they're looking for something all the time to keep people interested in TV, and that could be something to move on to.
Because we're living in a future now where TV is almost becoming obsolete with the streaming services and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if this is something that'll get people back. Because a lot of people, obviously watch TV for they have what is that called, NFL ticket for to watch the NFL and whatever the baseball one's called. But I wonder if that'll be a thing for esports where that's something that'll.
That'd be cool because those tickets, they have 8 screens of different football games.
Yeah.
Imagine different ESL leagues. Just in different
And now you
TVs.
can have Ryu just come in your house and punch you in the face.
Ryu
It's
will come and
amazing.
And my 4K TV,
Yeah.
Ryu comes out and punches me.
The way
You
the
guys seen those
technology
TVs
evolved.
that are wavy?
Yeah, no, the curved TVs.
Okay, also what's those TVs with the higher frame rate? What is that?
That's the higher frame rate. I mean, that's just
I
the
watched
higher heart rate.
No. It's actually okay.
It's hertz.
If anyone doesn't know,
Refresh rate.
no, I'm
Hertz.
talking about something different. Movies are filmed at 24 frames a second, right?
Yeah.
But Peter Jackson for The Hobbit, he did a version that was sped up, and it was double the frames. It was 48 frames a second. If anyone's seen that, I think it looks like crap. If anyone's seen it, I think it looks bizarre.
Yeah.
Too fast.
It looks like a video game, but weird because video games run at roughly 60 frames, and it looks too fast.
Because
It's
the
just-
real world, how does I've seen things about it. It kind of runs at you could say at they're around 30 or something. You could less than that, and that's why they don't go too high up because it starts looking too fake.
In
when you go
movies, they
high.
have motion blur when action is happening, and the idea Peter Jackson, the director of Lord of the Rings, had for The Hobbit was to get rid of that motion blur and make action more easy to see. I watched it. I think it looks like crap. It looks so bad. I don't know what made me think of that, but it looked really bad.
Okay. I know. I agree that it looks bad when it gets high like that. I mean, because people complained that it was too low originally, and then I think he moved it up because of that. And I don't think anybody liked that either.
Desolation of
It's a very, very touchy
Smaug.
thing.
Yeah. So
Well, is there any other topics?
I don't think so.
Don't think so?
I think we yeah.
I don't
Well-
know, sports fans. I think it's summertime, boys. We're gonna go.
Well-
Are you folks having a good summer? If you are, please
Toss-
leave a comment.
toss
I'm not
me the
gonna throw
rock.
with these mics.
Toss me the rock.
Do you want me to throw with these mics?
Don't.
Folks, these mics are very expensive.
Well, you've got the money for it,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure. So
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed our podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks
so
for-
thank you guys
yeah.
so much.
thank you,
so
Dave, for
much.
being
I'm
on
glad I
the
could be
show
here.
today.
Thank you.
I'm out of here. See you, nerds.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Quay.
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm
Dave.
just kidding. I'm still here.
He's,
That's
he
Dave.
can't go anywhere.
I
He's
can't go
chained up. He's never
And,
leaving.
We'll see you guys on the next episode of the
Oh,
Bashcast. Bye, guys.
girls just wanna have fun.